Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Everybody having a somewhat r reasonable day, even with their stalkery stuff happening to them. Um, like it said at the bottom, I kind of want to talk about the pathological liars. It seems like if you've watched any of the exploits to do with the insurrectionists, that there's just so many lies going on that they can't keep track of them all. And I know that isn't really that far from what the gang stalkers do with us, is the pathological lying that they do. Um, they keep perpetuating the same crap about you, or make up something different, or start something new with you. Like every other day, you get something in your comment section, or have them come in your chat and say some just blatantly ignorant falsehoods, whatever you want to call it, lies. And I'm noticing that happen a lot on some of the channels right here on YouTube. Like when I'll go into some of these truth teller type channels, or the true crime channels, it usually seems like the only thing they're doing is bashing someone that they that they pick out, and start restreaming them or whatever, and then over them they'll dub it or whatever, and say something about them or whatever, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if you ever looked at any of it, but I know it's like, not that they really have anything to say. They just start basically slamming whoever it is they picked out to look at. You're not gonna see any of that here. You're not gonna see any of that with me. If I pick someone's stream or whatever out to look at, I'm interested to see what they're talking about, not interested in trying to make up some stupid lie or joke about them or whatnot. It's just not. That's just not who I am. But if you're a target, if you know you're a target, that there's been this growing problem between TIs, where they're pointing fingers at each other, saying, "Oh, that you're a fake target," or you know, you're you're not showing any proof, you're not showing any evidence, or whatever. That's not my mission here. I'm not here to demean any other target's experience. But that doesn't seem to be the case with a lot of targeted individuals. I was spending a lot of time on TI News' show, and I just I was trying to break it down that I mean, sitting there bashing Alice or whoever whatever isn't what I'm about. I was never about that shit. I just I just don't I don't see a need for that shit. We as being a targeted individual, you have enough to deal with your gang stalkers trying to invent fictitious things about you and spreading their rumors about you between them, like they do, and we all know they do. It doesn't make any sense to do it to each other when 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 you have them, the perps or whatever, the people who are trolls, whatever, come into your channel or whatever you're trying to do, and trolling you. That's no fun in the first place, and it doesn't make any sense to do that to each other. I'm not going to sit here and say a bunch of people's names. I mean, you can look at it for yourself. You can see who's doing it yourself. I don't have to sit here and point out who's doing it. But it's not going to do anything for your credibility to try and sit there and make others look bad. If you really want to have people believe that you're being persecuted, maybe persecuting others isn't the way to go about it. I mean, if you know who's targeting you, yeah, by all means, say who those people are. But when someone's trying to explain what's happening to them as a targeted individual, trying to nitpick whether their targeting is like yours, or whether they have pictures of one headlight cars, or they have the helicopters flying over, or you know, any of that kind of stuff, or whether they've got V2K or not, or whether they have remote neural monitoring being attacked by remote neural monitoring and V2K, um, or even the street theater or whatnot. Um, Trying to demean their targeting does not in any way reinforce yours. It doesn't reinforce yours by trying to bash another person that's being targeted. It's happening to a lot of people, and I'm just noticing more and more, and I can't. I can't understand that. I can't understand that. The the kind of things that are happening within the drama community, for instance, uh, where they sit there and they're backbiting each other, backbiting one person says something about another person, that person hits them back, and they hit each other back, and they keep fucking bashing each other. I'm like, what is your point with that shit? What's your point? Um, I mean, if let's say you don't think a certain person is being targeted, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. Don't go and say pretend like you have proof because you feel like someone's targeting isn't legitimate enough for you. Um, uh, I'm not gonna sit here and try and pathologically lie about someone because uh, you have an axe to grind against them. That's basically what gang stalking is. Um, you're complaining about being targeted, but then you're targeting people. You're doing the targeting. So that doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. Um, uh, I don't know. Does anybody in here watching? Do you have any kind of commentary to make about that? Because it's becoming a thing now, and it seems like. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and mention a bunch of names. I'm not going to make that my mission to point out who I think's being a fucking asshole or not. And you can discern that for yourself. The As I've said before, when the targeted individual community, which I guess we have one. I don't know. I mean, you got stuff like the drama community, whatever communities, a true crime community, or whatever those communities are doing. They call themselves a community like they're a family. Well, um, uh, it doesn't it doesn't create a constructive platform when all you're doing is bashing each other. and you know you're bashing other targets when you want them to believe that you're a target. It's like, oh well, this person's a fake target, but I'm a real target. I'm the only real target. I'm the number one target, or that. That shit ain't that isn't viable. That doesn't make any contribution to anyone. You're just making yourself look like an idiot. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? How did us? How did a screen grab? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? How did a screen grab off one of old videos end up on whose old videos last year? What are you talking about? Um, Elaborate, because I don't understand what you're talking about. What was your face? What about it? Like I just said to you, I'm not I'm I'm not doing anything over there anymore. I, I don't have any idea. I don't have any idea what you're talking about. I don't even know who you are. Um, I might not even have been there. Was I on the show at the time? Well, see that's just it. I don't know. I don't. I've never seen you before, but I'm glad you showed up to talk about it. What I just um, so I, I I understand what you're getting at. I was let's just say this scenario here. Um, I was in someone's channel at and because they were streaming Will and Dana on there, and I was there to support their thing, and I was in the chat, and someone in there used my name and got on the StreamYard and was flashing dick pics, and I'm like, that isn't me. Who the hell is doing that? And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, I was like, anyway, from the moment from the moment that he started dealing with her, I was like, I'm not having nothing to do with this shit. Who did? Who did? Well, see that's just the thing I'm talking about here. That's what gang stalkers do. That's what the gang stalkers are trying to do to me. Call me a murderer, a rapist, and all this other shit. That's what they do. That's their thing. They fabricate fake fucking shit about a target person they pick and try to perform character assassination on them. Oh, you're talking about Sarah Springer? Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. I didn't want to say anybody's name, but that was the show I was sitting there in the chat watching about Will and Dana, and somebody using my name which you see my name, I use Scott. That's my first name. I don't put my last name up as, on my StreamYard. And this person was using my full name. And hi, Virginia. And I saw that. And you noticed what I was saying to you. I don't know if you looked at any of the comments, Virginia, but fuck them. Fuck them and fuck what they're doing over there. I just I put the link out. If you want to come up here, Catfish, would you like to come up and talk? You want to talk about your problem? I don't have a problem with that. Well, I saw how he spoke about you, Virginia, and and I, I and I saw what Dana was saying. I'm like, fuck them. They want to be that way. They can be that way. Well, I'd already assumed, I'd already got that game figured that from early on, Catfish, about Drama Unleashed channel. And
Hi.
and I don't dig how Will is sticking up for her. And first of all, Virginia is like has had his back for a very long time. And oh, well, I tried to get you up there. What happened? You're not coming on. What's happening here? But hi Tanya, how are you doing? Well, I tried to add you and it's not doing anything. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, is that better? My bad. Anyway, how are you doing? Wait. You're not really able to talk, are you? Yeah, it was wrong, and I'm not. I'm never going to go back there, Virginia. I don't care. Last night I was watching the thumbnail and seeing all the horrible shit that was being said about you, and just I didn't want to hear it anyway. And yeah, I'm not. I'm not sure what that whole crap was about. What that whole is your mic muted or something, Catfish, or something? Yeah. I'm doing just fine, Tanya. How are you doing down there? You're saying it's hell down there. Maybe if you can get your device figured out, you can come on and chat. Catfish. They won't let you go on. That's okay. Uh, well, you you shouldn't you shouldn't have to do that. Um, uh, in my opinion, you shouldn't have to hide your face because of what someone else has done to you. I mean, wow, yeah. Um, you like that? Yeah, I took it all off. My wife cut my hair for me the other day. She did a great job, huh? Okay, we're gonna try to get Catfish up here. Are you able to talk or no? I'm not hearing anything from you. No. Oh, that's what it is. I'm just not. I don't know what's going on. Are you speaking? I can't hear anything. Uh, I can't hear anything coming from you. But well, yeah. I noticed him doing some sock account stuff, but I'm not. Uh, I don't have any sock accounts. I don't. This is my only account, and this is my only thing. Huh? What? The cat? The cat got out. Uh-oh. my wife opened the door and the cat ran out. Yeah, I I know he is. I've seen some of them. Uh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I wouldn't. Oh, it's StreamYard. It's free. Anybody can anybody can use StreamYard. You can use it for like 20 hours a month. Um, and I yeah, I'm not really recognizing that one person in here because he's a troll, Virginia. And I'm not. Yeah, I know he treated you like a piece of shit. Um, yeah, well, huh? What?
Just leave him outside.
What? You want me to help you? Let I'll be right back. I need to help my wife get the cat. I'll be right back. He's under the house. Let's go try.
If I chase him out, he goes back under when I walk around.
You got him. I got him. I caught him. Bad kitty. Oh crap. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. The cat made his way out and got under the house.
He run right back under.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not Hitman I was talking about. It's this guy. It's this guy right here. And don't worry about it, Virginia, because Muddy will just come back using a sock account. Um, yeah, no, we're not. We are not, and we never have. Um, you don't have to leave because of them, Catfish. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. I mean, you're a troll. That's what you trolls do. But well, if you want to get rid of him, Virginia, go ahead. I don't care. Yeah, you're getting money for this because you are a troll, but whatever. This show isn't about you. Um, but anyway, Catfish. Um, uh, I I wouldn't mind talking to you about your situation. Um, yeah. But no, I won't be having anything more to do with Will or his show after what transpired the last few days. Um, that's just that. That's just the way that is. But the back to the subject of the pathological liars. Um, the the premise that they want to get close to you so that they can basically earn your trust and then screw you over and have a little information about you so that they can, say that you're the bad guy. He says, "This is not my job. I'm not a troll. This is my job." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's a gang. You're a gang stalker. You're a troll gang stalker." Um, that's what they do. Um, that's basically that's what Kiwi Farms is about. And they say it in their description about how, they look for eccentric people or people that are making fools of themselves, and they call them lol cows. It has nothing to do. It's not a reflection on you, the person they're targeting. It's a reflection on them, the shitty people that they are. See what I mean, Virginia? You should have left him alone, because now he's being a punk ass little bastard. You see what I mean about this stupid bastard right here? This this punk ass little twerp, muddy, How does he make that so quick? It's simple. Oh, he's got like fucking 100 or 50 or whatever sock accounts, and he can change the name to whatever he wants. But he's a douchebag. Just ignore him. And as bad as I hate to say it, Cy is always in here when he's in here. He follows him around. I only have one account too, Virginia, and I'm only going to have the one account. Um, yeah. Well, it's not that it's weird. They do that so that they can be assholes. It's it's what they do. That's that's their thing. They have nothing better to do than to be trolls, and they know they're gonna banned. They know they're gonna get banned, so they have to have a bunch of accounts to fuck with people with. But and that's how they spread their lies and their bullshit about people. is they use sock accounts, and they go into people's channels or whatever with one of their sock accounts and talk shit about them. Yeah, you got it. Semi-pro assholes. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna star that. That's that's the comment of the day right there. That's the comment. That's the comment of the day right there. I'm gonna pin that. I'm pinning that. That message has been pinned. You're exactly right. Semi-pro assholes. Yeah. But yeah. But as far as the will show, I'm not going to have anything to do with it anymore. I know, you know, I wasn't feeling the Alice bashing and whatever, but it's like in the first place. But then I see the same thing with, you know, him and Dana. He's like, oh, he love bombs her, and then did like a fucking a 180, did a 180 on her, like fucking flipped a bitch in a second. I'm like, and what I'm hearing now is he's done that quite a bit, quite often. I mean, so I don't want nothing to do with it. Yeah, she did. She was being a real bitch. And anyway, she's saying she's targeted, but then someone was saying, I don't know, Princess Toshi or whatever was saying that she was saying all targets are paranoid, but she says she's a target. So you're paranoid. You're saying to yourself you're paranoid. If I don't want nothing more to do with that crazy shit. I mean, I don't know if you'd noticed, but I hadn't been participating for a while now. But the other night, the only reason I was talking shit on Alice with Angels is because she was talking shit on me, and I wasn't saying shit about her. So I was like, fuck that bitch. But whatever. I'm sorry. I shouldn't use the B word.
No, it's just the same subject.
I'm sorry.
Give somebody else some publicity.
Oh, my wife says give somebody else some publicity. I know you heard her. You were yelling, huh? I don't blame you for yelling. Last night I was pretty pissed too. But I was not gonna go in. I wasn't going to go into the channel because I don't want to. I wasn't listening. I saw some of the thumbnail comments, and I was like, "Holy fuck! What is wrong with these people?" Virginia says, "Sorry, Rose." Don't be sorry, Virginia. Yes, I'm sorry, dude. I just noticed the correlation. Every time Muddy you know comes in here, you're in here, and otherwise you don't show up. I know you guys are fucking joined at the hip. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Do what you want. But he's an asshole. Muddy you know is an asshole, and he's a perp. And that's probably Muddy you know right there saying he's perp hunter. So whatever. Now he's saying Sai is a perp. I agree, damn him. But maybe he's following you around, Sai. I don't know, but whatever. Um, um, I just don't. But but this guy who is Muddy, you know, is a perpetual shit starter. That's what he is. See what I mean? See what I mean? But whatever. I just I'm gonna be here on my channel. I'm not gonna. Too many people like drama. And Perp Hunter, which is Muddy, says him and Sai are friends. He helps me troll and perp. Now Sai's saying this guy is crazy. Maybe, well, I already knew that. He is crazy. But uh, um, I did not say that you were, but I did say that when Muddy comes in, you're usually in here soon after him. Why is that? You can accept the link that I put up, and you can come in and defend yourself if you want. You want to, but I'm just telling you what I see, and I'm not calling you a perp. I'm just saying that you're in here when he's in here. What I sure did say what. Are you saying I said that? Or what's going on, Virginia? What's that about? Virginia wants to know who you are, Cy. And he says he might be here, but this is his only account. And like I said, I never did say you were trolling or perping. I just said when Muddy comes in, you usually are shortly in here after him. That's all I said. I don't know, Cy. Is he following you? I know he's following me. Every time I come on, he shows up and perps and trolls. And acting like he's John Dillard, who says, "Oh, we're gonna go fishing together." I've never been fishing with John Dillard, and I never would go fishing with John Dillard because he followed me around in his big black truck, and then followed me at night with his fucking lights off. I'm not. He's not a friend to me. And then he came in one other time and said, "Hey, I'm going fishing Saturday." I'm like, "So?" But anyhow, so click that link, Si. Come in here and come in here and come in here and talk if you want. But yeah, probably won't though. That's all right. Um, but anyway, the subject was pathological liars. Like my next door neighbor here. But I don't think that any of us can argue that gang stalkers are pathological liars. It's not that's pretty much a given that they are pathological liars. I you're saying I was spot on, huh? Yeah. But I I did say to you, just don't bother with Muddy because he'll just come back in with a sock account, and and you did do what you did, get rid of him, and he came back with the harassment of you, right? Immediately came back with harassment, just like immediately. But the thing is, Sai, you say, is he following me? It's like, well, as I said, he comes in, and you usually come in shortly after saying something. The topic is pathological liars. That's the topic. And as I was saying early on in the live about the drama community, I don't know if any of you ever have been to any of their channels, but pretty much it seems as a rule that if if they come on with a name like Truth Teller or True Crime or Justice Seeker or Speaker of the Truth, they're full of shit because most of the things they say are just to bash somebody else. He says, Psy sucks. Don't try to snitch on me ever again. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, Muddy. I call him like I see him, and you're as perpy as they fucking get. Perpetual troll, living under your living under your living under your fucking troll bridge. Well, come on by. We'll go. We'll do that. We'll do that, Muddy. We'll go fishing. We'll go fishing for sharks. I'll use you as chum. Sorry, honey. What?
Didn't hear that.
Oh, you didn't hear it? It's okay.
Got really loud.
Huh?
What I was listening to got really loud.
Oh. Well, that's okay. The perpetual liar trio can do that. It's kind of funny though. That is kind of funny. It's a nice name, huh? Are you still here, Virginia? Are you still watching watching the shenanigans? Oh, really? Are you trying to dock somebody there, Muddy, with your gang stalker bullshit? Huh? Is that what you're doing? Well, what's not funny? You're not trying to, but you are, right? Because you're a fucking troll, but that's okay. Well, that's what they do, Sai. That's what fuckers do. That's why I use my real name, and I'm not afraid to be who I am because they've already doxed us. They've doxed you if you're a target. It doesn't it doesn't matter if you use a screen name. They're spreading your information around on shit like Kiwi Farms and wherever the fuck else they do their shit. That's what they do. Because they're scumbags. Well, you should just have to click the link, Virginia, and then StreamYard will pop up. See, that's what I'm saying, Sai. It doesn't matter if you ban this fuckwad because you'll just come back with a different name. So ignoring them is your best option, and letting them be a douchebag, and so everybody sees them being a douchebag. But you're not going to get away from it. Okay, you're not going to get away from them doxing you by using a different screen name, because they're using remote neural monitoring on you. You're a target. Even though you may not have some of the effects like the V2K and the dream manipulation, they are using remote neural monitoring on you. They have all your information. They know all your identity. They know where you live. They know your fucking job, your habits. They know all that shit. And they spread that shit around. So everybody they know knows it too. That's why it's a conspiracy. It's not a theory. It's a fucking conspiracy. And these fuckers are scumbags. And as I've proven before, that they're being hired by companies to do that. Here, I'll prove it again. I'll prove it again. Right here. I'm gonna do a Google search. Do a fucking Google search. Right here. You see that? Gang stalking jobs available in both gang stalking, help gang stalking, gang stalking jobs, kit.com. You can get hired to gang stalk. It's fucking everywhere. Stalking jobs, indeed.com. Gang stalkers. They're everywhere. Stalker jobs, employment.com. Indeed. They're all over the place. And look at the bottom here. There's fucking 10 pages on it. But I mean, now hiring all positions, gang stalking, hiring. It's under gang stalking jobs. It's a security patrol driver. GS. I wonder what the GS stands for. So go figure, right? Anyway. Whoever takes 1 cent to this program should get the same treatment what a TI gets. Now, and like I said, that's muddy, again, right there. You didn't have to say that. I already said that. And like I said, Virginia, if you ban the douchebag, whatever name you ban him under, he'll come back in 30 seconds with a different one. So it doesn't, it's pointless to try and get rid of them, because then they just come back with a different name. But you can go on and do it. Make him work. I don't care. Make him work for it. Make him work for his trolling. I don't care. It's actually kind of funny because he's just outing all of his sock accounts, to be honest. I mean, there's no there's no sense to what they do. I mean, sooner or later, it's all going to come to a head, and sooner or later, one of these days. I wish it was sooner, but we can't stop trying to expose them, because we're paranoid, or whatever. And it doesn't do you any good to be paranoid about them. It doesn't. I mean, if you're paranoid about them, I personally am not paranoid about them. I know what they're about, and the longer they do it, the dense sense, yeah, dunce. They put on all their different dunce hats, yeah. But he's given you a couple names he uses right there. He used Anthony Abate. He's came in as targeted Tony before. Well, that's what the subject is they're pathological liars, man. They just they they pretend to be your friends, and at the same time they're sticking a knife in your back. Yeah, sleep forever, dude. For that matter, he might not even be a dude. Shoot, you see what I mean? Pathological liar. Scott, I am your only friend. You are not even my friend, dude. Fucking crazy. You're fucking psycho. You're crazy, psycho, pathetic. I know, right? Exactly. What a fucking moron. It's just like I don't know what I don't know what to say. Whatever. Well, you can you can say this, Virginia. Um, I am not even upset with angels. Okay, he might think so, but I'm not. Um, I'm not real keen on being a part of Will's life anymore, though. I mean, after saying that he would ban all of us for what's her name. Uh, and to be honest, she's trolling the fuck out of him herself and running a game. And I said that a long time ago. You know, I don't know. I just don't know. That was just I don't. But whatever. I just don't want to. I'm not gonna go along with that shit. But yeah, I wish you actually could get your StreamYard to come up, but when you said you wanted to talk last night, I was willing, but I didn't know how we were going to do it because you don't have my phone number. I mean, I thought maybe you could get it from Angels, but if you were going to talk to somebody, you could talk to Angels. Yeah, it was. It totally was. Whoa, you did it. You fucking did it. Are you able to talk? Are you able to say anything? I'm not hearing anything. No, that's not you. Oh, that's Muddy Douche, right? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay, yeah, that's Muddy Douche. I'm glad his microphone isn't working. That's Muddy Douchebag. I'm glad you were able to say that, but I don't know. And the real problem is that these people are able to do that. They're able to do that to impersonate you and go on, go on streams or whatever, and using your name or a reasonable facsimile of your name, and and fuck you over. You know, that's part of why I was pissed off about Drama Unleashed channel the other night. It was like, well, fuck out of here. Somebody came on using my name and was showing fucking dick pics. Yeah, it was your name. It was your name, but that they're able to do that. Um, but like I was just saying, that's a problem with YouTube. Um, People are able to come on and say whatever the fuck they want to about you, you know, and and gather people to their cause or whatever about you or whatever, and fucking perpetrate character assassination on you. And that's what I'm talking about with the perpetual liars. They'll fucking get on here and do that shit. Make up the most outlandish bullshit and just spew shit. Yeah, that's what that really pissed me off too, right there, what you just said. That definitely pissed me off right there when he said, when he started yelling at us to leave her alone. I was like, oh, fuck you, motherfucker. You know what? We, Tanya, you're pretty awesome. You know that? You're an awesome human. You never really give anybody any shit. Hi, John Heyman. How you doing this evening? You got anything you want to say about perpetual or pathological liars? Because that's what we're talking about here. Well, you saw what I did. I flat out said, "Fuck you, asshole! I'm never coming back here. You ain't gotta ban me. You ain't gotta ban me. Thought you were my friend, and you talk like that. Fuck that shit." Virginia says my hair looks awesome, honey. She did that. She cut it off. She did it. She did that. Likewise, Virginia.
Forever you have so damn much hair.
Yeah, I know. I have a lot of hair. She said it took forever. I don't know if you could hear her because I have so much hair. All this, all this hair I have. I remember some stupid moron from that came over here from targeted individuals channel. Her name was Julianne. She was trying to say that I was trying to fake daylight using my screen, and that I was wearing a wig, and that I was an agent and all this shit. And I'm like, nope, this is my shit. This is all my shit. This ain't no wig. I got that good hair. Yeah. I bet they do. Especially at 55, I bet they do. They probably wish I had my skin too, but that's all right. Is this really Donovan Shittis? Because I will say this to you, Donovan. I don't remember who it was, but they're saying that you're a murderer and shit. They're actually saying that on YouTube. I don't have a bank account, John. Well, Um, yeah, just for clarification for you, Donovan, that you were a hitman, that you were convicted of murder and shit, and I'm like, really? Wow, that's some serious accusations. And that was the one time I was ever on Drama Unleashed channel, and they were talking that shit about you. You want to come up here and rant about it? Because that's what this is about, the pathological liar scumbags. That's what the title is, pathological liars. I mean, my neighbors fucking lie so much shit about me that I can't even list all of it off in less than a half hour. No, you actually listen to Chief Handler. Don't listen to that fucking idiot. He's a perpetual fucking lying scumbag himself. He's a perp. No, you don't have to install shit. Just click the link. Here, just I'll give you the link right here. Just click this link, and you can come up, and you can talk about that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cheap Handler is like the one of the biggest stalker perps on the internet. So is this really you, Donovan? Or is this fucking Muddy you know again? Okay, well, but I can't hear anything. You're not saying anything. You got your mic muted or what? You must have your mic muted because, or you don't have one connected or something. You can't install a microphone? Well, you have to have a microphone. Okay, Donovan's gonna swap over to his real channel, main channel, whatever. But see, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about when I've the title pathological liars, spreading rumors about him being a murderer with no proof, just bullshit spewing out of their fucking mouths, and you know. Mm, you're giving a little spinny thing. No, you got it going, but is your mic going? Oh, I kind of hear you. Can you turn it up any? Uh, I sort of heard you, but I couldn't hear very well. I heard you say something about I can't hardly hear it. Still about the same.
Same. All right. I think that they're messing
There
with
you go. That's getting better. What'd you do?
gotta shake it.
Maybe put it in your mouth, I guess. I don't know. Try speaking again. Yeah, it's still really low, dude. I don't know where Angels is, Virginia. Give him a call. Call him up. I think you have his phone number, right? Yeah, you're having some issues with your microphone. Do you? Yeah. Who doesn't? Yeah, you're not getting any kind of connection with your mic. I can sort of hear what you're saying, but barely. It's really, really low. But
They hacked my damn Facebook account.
Well, that's not a surprise. There, see that what are you doing there?
Okay, I'm talking with my mouth like directly to the screen.
Yeah, you can you go into your audio settings and turn up mic boost. Just go into your little speaker down at the right there and turn if you can turn mic boost on if you can. That'll help. Because I don't think you want to sit there with your face right up against the microphone.
Right, don't want me getting on here.
Can sort of hear you sometimes.
Yeah, I think it did something to my device.
What happened?
I think you might have did something to my device.
Who did?
Whoever's been messing with my connection. I get a lot of interference. Every time I do a live stream, it's not the trolls. It's getting cut out.
So yeah, I've had an issue with that before too. How had a problem with my audio before, but the microphone and having like background noise added to it and stuff. Basically, with them using V2K and whatnot to distort stuff.
that
But yeah, dude. They were saying you were a convicted murderer and all kinds of fucking horrid shit about you.
yeah, I know that was totally false. They made that up. I was just laughing at that.
Well, that's not something to laugh about. That's not shit to laugh about,
I
dude.
mean, I could sue them for that.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you can.
Well, Sarah's already got a case on her. She's a convicted felon herself, so she ain't got no room to talk. She doxes children, and she's a cop caller. She likes to call CPS. The shit that she did to Sharon, like, you want to talk to Sharon about this? That's how I found out about her. Is I followed her through Sharon.
I mean, because they've been saying the same shit about me, that I'm a murderer and a rapist and all this other shit.
Yeah, and now I'm being stalked worldwide, all the way from Britain.
And that's the stalker thing. That's what they do.
The Hat Man's going around telling everybody that I defend pedophiles and stalkers. So I had to post that on my channel. That's why I'm on Twitter, because you guys do that shit. You know, I screenshot everything they do and put it up there. So they do themselves up there. And then they usually quit after that.
Yeah.
Sarah's been doing this for a whole year now. And,
Only a year though. Doing what for a whole year?
trying to going around making up stories. When I found out she was actually behind TI News the whole time, I mean, that's when I went on a mission. I've been trying to expose this guy for a whole year now. That's why I made all these videos, and I got a playlist on it too. I have to send you the link here. Take a look at all these videos. More and more victims are coming forward with information. This Cassie lady, she's another one.
Well,
They're
I
all
know for a fact that the people that are stalking me right in here have done the same shit to like half a dozen people in this trailer park, and they're dead now.
And the thing about Sarah Will, they're going to have to get up here and prove that now. Show us some receipts and some paperwork.
What's your channel? Can you put it in private so I can
Okay, this is the thing. See, I keep changing. I have to change my screen name like every hour or so because
why's that?
they share my videos in Discord.
Because they're hacking your shit.
Yeah,
and you know how they're doing that? They aren't hacking you, they're logging in, dude. I'm telling you. They use remote neural monitoring to gain all of your login information, and they don't have to hack you. They just log right the fuck in as you. That's how they do it. That's why antivirus don't stop them. Firewalls don't stop them, because they log in.
Software. It's called a keylogger and a key generator. Generate random paths.
They don't need any of that. They don't need any of that because they get it directly from you. They get it directly out of your fucking head, dude, with remote neural monitoring. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what they're doing. That's why they can't stop it. That's why you can't stop it with antivirus programs and malware, because they're not hacking you. They're just logging the fuck into your shit.
Yeah, and the thing about Sarah now is that the burden's on her now to get up here and prove all this stuff. Because I'm damn sure that if the FBI, if I really was wanted by the FBI, they would have got my ass already.
Well, yeah, if you were, they would be after you.
I'm a Native American and I can't hide anywhere. Because on the
that's funny you should say that, because that seems to be
this is the
that
deal.
seems to be a common denominator with a lot of targeted individuals is Native American ethnicity.
Well, anybody that has anything, especially Celts too, because they use those for the super soldier program. So people of Celtic descent, and because they want you in the Space Force, but that well, it's not a secret anymore. So they used to call it something else.
Hey Virginia, can you post his link? Do you mind if I have her post your link in the channel?
And part of this whole chief handler operation, that's like to sweep it all under the rug. He's all disinformation. his job is to get up here and just gaslight the shit out of us and make us all look crazier and fuck.
Well, that's their job, is to make you look like you're crazy, you're paranoid, and
Constantly calling me drug.
you're a bad person. That's the character assassination part of it.
Well, even pot is bad to him.
Well, the problem with that is while they're telling you pot is bad, they're probably sitting there doing lines and lines of coke so they can stay up 24 hours a day.
Yeah, all the seized coke. But, oh shit. Yeah, not only is that Sarah shit, like, she's doing it all for money. That's why she has a Cash App and a PayPal.
I don't have none of that shit. I'm never going to monetize none of that shit. I'm not going for none of that.
Yeah. And the common theme of the gang stalkers, they come up here and accuse people of drifting. They love to accuse me of e-begging and being an e-bum, begging for donations so I can buy drugs. And I just laugh and laugh and constantly blocking people on a daily basis. And now we've got Nerve Gorilla on the loose. He's a real bad one.
I'm giving you a sub right now. I'll check out some of your videos.
Well, I've been here since 2017. You know, the first video I posted was UFOs.
Well, I had an old YouTube that I called myself Dark Helmet, and that's like 15 years old, and I used it for a while, but and then I just didn't come on YouTube for like long time, like 7 or 8 years, and I came back and I'm just using my real name because why not?
Yeah, I had to stop using my real name because they started making fake accounts with pictures that they stole off my Facebook and started using those to harass all kinds of people and then harass me too. And like, you know, it's the weirdest thing I ever saw. Oh, look at all these fake memes running around up here.
John Heyman
What's
add
going on,
John
dudes?
Heyman to the screen. Hi, John. How you doing?
Doing all right. How are you?
All right. And
I guess the
Storm in here look crazy.
but yeah, I'm totally not
Oh yeah, well, getting back to the whole Native American thing. Okay, so
yeah,
Christian, I cannot hide out on the res if I was wanted because on the res, the feds have jurisdiction in addition to the tribal police. So like, they send the marshals
right.
after me. Like if I'm wanted, they send the marshals.
Oh yeah, they'd be right on your ass if you were wanted. They aren't gonna just if they know where you're at, they're gonna come get you. They're not gonna let you just sit there. Especially if it's something like murder. They're not gonna just fucking allow you to to sit there.
Because all felony crimes that happen on the reservation automatically go federal. That's why the prisons are filled with natives.
So you heard it here, folks. BS, BS, BS. That's what this shit's about. That's what this pathological liar shit's about, with people talking shit on people that have no fucking proof other than their fucking mouth running.
And they do it all behind your back when you don't even know.
And they do it all behind your back.
And then next thing you know, that's when the trolls start attacking. They do what they do to Andrastia. Because this girl named Mary Barone, you might want to check her. I cover her channel a lot. You know,
Who's that?
Her name's Mary Barone, but her channel name is Andrastia.
Okay, well, I'm not aware of that.
Well, we'll get to that one later. But one thing, a friend of mine from school told me about a couple months ago that
Yeah.
he was like, whatever. He wasn't surprised by this at all because he said that the government automatically assigns COINTELPRO agents to every 1 out of 100 Native Americans because of our history fighting and with our prisoner of war status. Because we're basically still being held as prisoners of war. And they don't know how to fix that, how to deal with it. And so they just gave us social security numbers and put us to work so that we'll pay taxes to them and serve in the military. And all they do in exchange is give us the lousiest health care ever. Like I'm still trying to get an appointment. You know, I was getting harassed today about, you need to get help. You need to get help. And I said, okay, I'll get help. And I called them up today, and they hung up on me.
Right.
So I was going to get back on that later. Like, this is going to make all the trolls go away. And I show them that, okay, look, you can really think.
Virginia says, thank you for your work, Donovan.
Yeah, I was risking my life, because I knew I was risking my life.
Well, to be honest, every targeted individual speaking out is risking their life.
And I figured, well, with all this other stuff going on, like, I shouldn't be scared of nothing at all.
No, I'm not afraid either, dude. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid of the shit. None of them.
Because I first found out about this program around 2009, and it wasn't until around 2013 when shit started getting weird. And it really got bad when Trump got elected. And the day that guy got elected, that's when shit just hit the fan.
Well, funny you should mention that because during like the apex of the overt targeting they started doing with me.
I actually thought it was because maybe they thought I was a Trump supporter, but I'm not.
I don't know, but I really have I'm not going to go into how I know, but they are deeply involved with this insurrection bullshit.
Yeah, that looked like an inside job.
Yeah.
It was literally the feds egging these guys on. Get in there, boys. You got to get in there.
Yeah, right.
They were wearing MAGA hats and like I saw a video on YouTube about that recently. Like feds just taking them on. No, they're agent provocateurs, literally just like dressed up like Trumpers. Like, just crooked as I mean, it looked, whatever they did, whether he won or not, like, they were gonna. They straight up didn't want him there in the first place.
Is this really you down at the bottom, John, or is that?
What do you mean?
Oh, okay. Just wondered. You weren't saying anything because we've had muddy, come in here a couple times as people and not be able to speak. So I'm just trying to make sure.
No, I can speak.
Okay, great. Go, continue then, Donovan.
Okay. Yeah, that was when it got so bad that I literally got driven out of my house. Mostly illegal immigrants. They're using illegal immigrants on me, mostly from Central America. These are those ones that they kind of look more Caribbean.
Well, that kind of makes sense because I personally have had issues with identity theft to deal with the gang stalkers and your information. So I looked into it quite a bit and I've done quite a bit of research about stuff. And there's something called Frankenstein fraud. And what they do is they create a fictitious person using all or part of your information.
Yeah,
and,
they've already done.
And they're able to go through life as a copy sort of you, but and get by with it. I've actually got 2 people here in California using my name, and I've tried to do something about it, but of course FBI won't do anything, law enforcement won't do anything, and there's a problem with that for me.
Yeah, I used to get a lot of police harassment. That went on for 10 years. So bad that I had to get a restraining order on one of these cops. And that failed. Just being sober, being clean. Showing them, hey, look, man, I'm not like these homeless guys. Not like that at all.
Right.
They finally started leaving me alone, and I think what happened now is that
they weren't ever leaving you alone. They just backed off.
Yeah, they do it all behind the scenes. The fire department's in on it too. Even they're doing weird shit.
No, I'm adamant when I say this that when a target thinks that their targeting has stopped, that gang stalking has stopped, they haven't stopped.
Because the cops used to stop me all the time. You know, like, immediately run me for warrants. 17, your shoulders have any 17. Yeah, and I just checked too. I got no warrants. I could check again, you know, if Sarah wants. You know,
I don't have any either.
yeah, I could go down to the police station and ask them about this FBI warrant for murder.
If I did have any warrants, I wouldn't be having to do jury duty next week.
Yeah,
They
no.
they will not send a jury summons to someone that is wanted. They will not do it. You cannot you cannot serve as a juror if you have you know an outstanding warrant anywhere.
Yeah, and the cops know where I live too. Because some guy pulled a gun on me. He called the cops on me.
Oh well, see that's just the thing. The my next door neighbor was harassing me on V2K and called the cops on me saying I was harassing him, and they took me away and I spent 9 days in an evaluation center because he lied and said I was harassing him, but they were harassing me on fucking V2K. So yeah, they do that shit.
Like I said, pulled out a show for me. You know, like somebody's got a meeting. I started talking to Abe about it. I even tried to ask Conspiracy Underground. I was like, hey man, what do you think about starting your own show? You know, like, your own version of PI News. It has to have the same name. Because he's always, you know, that guy does.
You're cutting out again.
Oh. All right. Yeah, I don't know about that Conspiracy Underground guy. You know, he don't like me at all. He made a video about me.
Yeah, I don't think he likes me either.
And I was trying to help him at first, you know, like until he started saying that Abe was the chief handler. It's like, dude, Abe is not the chief handler.
Abe is not chief handler. Sorry, no.
Yeah, he called his house and he left voicemails and he even had a conversation with him. Talked to him on the phone, which is weird. He's the only guy that.
Get off Chris Pratt's ball bag about being chief handler, okay? Don't you think he looks like Chris Pratt? I give him shit about it. I tell him you look like Chris Pratt, dude.
Have you ever gotten harassed by the vice handler?
I have gotten harassed by the vice handler before, yes.
Yeah, it was him. He was the one that started first. I think that he starts first and then he disappears and then Chief starts his shit after that. And then Lieutenant Handler comes up.
I had him come in before too.
Yep, that's the same crew. And Lieutenant Handler only has one account. So when you block him, like he doesn't make a new one. See him again after that. But Vice Handler
has this character I get in here quite a bit, Muddy, you know, ever come and bothered you?
No, but I recognize them. They're from Burger Boys channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burger Boys on Discord. He's one of yeah, he's an obvious perp. You know, he steals everybody's content, manipulates it, puts overlays on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's obviously a perp.
His job is to make us all look crazy, like we're all fucked up like thugs, like Dana is.
What now? What did you just say?
Oh, like, well, the way Dana does live streams drunk, I saw her doing a live stream where she was so wasted. Lit a peg and I accidentally saw her and I had to turn it off and I was traumatized, you know.
Right.
That's the kind of shit that makes us all look bad, you know. Like, all like that.
Well, see that's what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. I don't know if you saw it, but when we as targets start pointing fingers at other targets, that doesn't lend any credibility to us. That only hurts us.
Yeah, that's been going on for a whole year. I've been watching from the sideline because Will had me blocked off the show the whole time. I tried to defend myself. He did that video about me and Brandon calling us simps.
Now, I know Brandon doesn't like me. He calls me a fake TI.
Yeah, he's like that. Just ignore him.
I do.
He doesn't want nobody,
I do fucking ignore him.
and he'll leave you alone.
I never had a problem with him. He started it with me. I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah, he's like that. I think that they just got him boxed in the corner.
Well, yeah, I mean, but well, I have to say, pointing fingers at other TIs saying they're fake TIs isn't helping your case any. You know. But yeah, I just, when you came in, I was like, oh wow, I had to tell you, I had to tell you
Wasn't gonna do that.
what's being said about you. I'm just like, fuck that shit.
I'm still shaking my head because now the burden's on them. They have to get up here and show us all the receipts, just like how they do that same thing too on their show. Receipts,
Right.
all the paperwork. Just like when you first get thrown in jail, and as soon as they put you in the back, you come to
I'm I'm not here to try and stab people in the back. That's not why I'm here.
it's all about paperwork now. Warrant, all that stuff. They don't, it's just old lady gossip. That's all it is. See, in court, that's not admissible at all. That's just called hearsay. We, evidence counts as a sworn affidavit, a witness statement, handwritten statement that has to be included, as well as sworn affidavit, notarized by notarized public, that sort of thing. Because I used to work for a law firm, and that's where I learned how to do it.
Indeed. What did you do? Were you a paralegal or something?
Well, I was pretty much their slave.
Their slave. You were indentured servant, huh?
Well, they brought me from New Mexico all the way to Ohio to work on a horse farm for 2 years, and eventually I got tired of it.
Eventually, you got fired. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I was being, yeah, I was living in the basement. It was a bad situation. I guess when I was young, I didn't really pay attention, what kind of people I was hanging out with, how to watch out for that kind of stuff. And people take advantage, promise all this work, but yeah, that's one of the things, like people are going to get over and do that stuff. Okay, so let's start with the.
Thanks for the sub dive. I'm saying that right. Dive. I'm gonna just say dive. Appreciate it and the kind words. Thanks. Yeah. I regret to inform you though. I will not be on Will's program anymore after something that transpired here lately.
He's
Just to
already
let you know.
he's already on Kiwi Farms now. Now he's being featured on. They're just it's terrible.
I'm sure I'm probably on their radar somewhere too.
Yeah,
I'm not going to bother looking.
yeah, same here. I'm all over Discord,
Um,
and I won't even look because I'm not on Discord. I don't use Discord.
I actually have a Discord that I don't really use. I only used it for video gaming with an old group of Australian friends of mine that um, we played Mech Warrior Online. I don't use it for anything else. I don't use it. I hardly ever use it at all. It's never turned on, but I have one. I got like 4 people on it as my friend. It ain't like I have a bunch of friends on it.
But here's my best bombshell. Because of Chief Handler, he's the reason why I signed up for Twitter. And that's why I posted so any new person Googles my name, they find all my screenshots.
Yeah.
All the mugshots are gone, and it's all my Twitter shit. The stuff it's like right there. That's all they're gonna find, unless they get on the dark web.
No, I don't. I know for a fact that I had a on my from my email a Google breach sometime back, And I don't bother with the dark web. I mean, you have to have like, I think you have to install Tor or whatever it is to get on there, and I'm not about to do all that.
Yeah, I think right now Tor is wrong.
Uh-oh.
What do you guys know about 5G towers?
Well, they're all over here. That's part of the agenda.
Yeah.
Everybody using 5G phones.
Well, the thing about that is, this shit has been going on for a lot longer than 5G. But I am.
Living right next to a cell phone tower, and that's what I
See, he says Dive says they're beacons of evil. But I, before they first started using 5G, they were running tests on it, and
Yeah.
I remember seeing something about the when they first tried to test it, it killed some birds and shit. I guess maybe because they had it amped up too high or whatever, and it killed a bunch of birds. So
things and fish killing. That's a hard target that targeted because he appeared on a show where they were looking at it.
You're cutting out again, dude.
It was all by accident. How my guy stumbled into that. All these dead fish on the shore. That's again.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out again, Donovan. But
I know they just brought a 5G tower online close to me, and my brain's been vibrating pretty crazy.
It is microwaves. You know that the cell phone signal is broadcast on microwaves.
Weird thing too is I've been recording these pole light things.
Oh, I see. That's not two V's. That's a W. I get it. Okay, so do. Okay.
And Nerve Gorilla saw that and started cussing around at me. Knows what that is. I think it is. He said he's gonna make a video about it. So I just switched to private. But later on, I'm gonna put those back up so that somebody else can figure out what this is. It looks like it has a like a speaker horn at the top, shaped like a little tiny thing. They just pointed like right at the road. So like everybody that drives by, I'm not sure if it picks up sound or
I hate to tell you again. I keep having a hard time hearing you.
Yeah, he's cutting out.
Yeah, you keep cutting out, dude.
All right, well, I'm gonna put those videos back up about the traffic control devices. I'm not sure what they do or what they're for, but one of them had a label on it. Anonymous something. It was just some nameless shelter.
Well,
little boxes on it. I don't know what the speaker thing does. Gorilla claims that he knows. If he comes on your channel, just block him and ignore him.
Who's that?
Nerve Gorilla.
Oh, Nerve Gorilla. Yeah, I already called that fucker out on his own channel.
Yeah, he's a fucking. He's a piece.
All he says is that all of us targeted individuals are dumb and paranoid, and we got no fucking proof. But he's full of shit. I mean, he said hacking isn't illegal. I'm like, bullshit. Fuck you, an idiot. Hacking is as legal as fuck, dude. You get busted for hacking, you're going away.
I caught him downloading my videos today too. I did a live stream,
and he started to say some shit about, oh, stop texting to me and come and talk to me on this voice chat. And he emailed me some shit with an attachment for voice chat, and I'm not clicking that motherfucker. I'm not going on no hacker chat with you. Fuck that shit. You want to talk to me? I'll be on live.
Yeah, he's definitely on a mission, and it doesn't look good at all. I see him as another disinformation agent. I mean, he looks like he made some kind of deal where he's doing this to get out of some serious trouble he got himself into.
Uh,
I think that he might be one of these ex anonymous operatives.
well, he's obviously trying to discredit targets.
Like
That's
almost
obvious.
like really hard, like super hard, to the point that he mentions my name every day now. Post a link to my channel and other people's Facebook pages too. And then that's really purpose right there. Is, he's encouraging trolls and
Well,
folks.
he had to do some searching or whatever to get my email that quick. So yeah.
And so what I do is I just document his ass every time he does that. I screenshot his ass, change my channel name, and then record him too.
But yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that guy.
And like he'll leave me alone for 2 days, and then boom, he'll be right back. So I'm gonna be on radio silent for the next week or so.
Well, I'll tell you what. Anytime I'm on live, if you feel like coming on, you're more than welcome to come in here
I'll still do that.
because you know
I like
like the title says, I'm not a fan of pathological liars, and I'd heard your name before, but when they started talking about the M word and shit, and I'm like, dude, what? What?
those guys. They
So,
talk like a bunch of dirty old perverts.
yeah,
Like,
I guess. I just they're obviously trolls because I was in their chat one fucking time, and I'd never been there before, and they were trolling me in chat. They trolled me in chat, and then someone used my full name and got on the stream as me and started showing dick pics. So that did it for me.
that's all vile and disgusting.
Sick fuckers.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like,
They'll take a screenshot off of one of your videos and use that to make a soft account too.
well, that's another thing. They'll restream your stream and talk shit about you while they're, talking about your stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I'm like, fuck that shit.
they've been doing that since last year. And that's why I got so many videos about me blocking trolls.
Yeah.
Like, going back quite a while, like you scroll down there, like it was so bad that I had to switch a shitload of videos over to private. Like all the street theater shit, I switched most of them off to private so that people could see like how bad these troll farms are. Just to get a reaction, just because they want you to make
That's a lot of it. They want you to react
and make an angry triggered reaction video.
of what they did to you,
And they'll
that
feel
they
that,
did in secret. They did it in secret, and they want you to react to it in public.
and they'll record that and then do it all over again. And they
And
make
then they'll keep doing it.
because they're asking all the people that are watching these live streams or donating that are running these shows, and they're selling fake Delta 8, that fake weed, militarized weapon, military weed.
I will call bullshit on that, Marty. You know exactly what P2K is.
It was real bad when I was next to that tower, but once I got away from that thing, they're still around. Like there's one down the road from here. If they wanted to, they could crank it up. But there's also these weird fucking floating ball things around here too. I'm pretty sure those are just some sort of drone that they use. But,
Well, that's the premise. They make money off of your suffering. Now, how many ways they do it, I'm unaware of that. I haven't researched it. If I did, I'd find out. But I don't have time to research every fucking thing. I mean, I don't have time to research all the stuff about brain computer interface. I don't have time to do all that, and to dig back into MK Ultra and the Stasi programs and all that shit. I don't have time to dig into all that shit. I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? I don't have time for it. I won't. you know, I understand it. I know what the problem is, but I'm not going to make time for that. I got, you know, I have enough shit to deal with V2K 24/7 and these fucking scumbags putting their fake dream manipulation shit in my head every time I go to sleep. And and having them fucking harassing me outside my house, you know, or, you know, following me in the fucking grocery. I got enough problems dealing with that shit without having to spend my entire life trying to prove the shit that I've already proved. I don't know if you've looked at any of my videos, my past videos. I've caught remote neural monitoring live in real time with the V2 on a recording that it's an old recording. It was 3 months old, and I was reading the chat to myself in my head, and what I was reading in the chat was coming out in an old recording that I was playing on the video. So I just I don't have time to, you know, research all the science. I mean, I've done quite a bit of research on it, you know, but I'm not gonna make it my life's work to keep trying to prove this shit exists when I already have, just like everybody else has that's tried to prove it. Because you're gonna have the trolls that will come into your channel or wherever you're trying to do your thing, and there's gonna be the ones, oh, this isn't real, even though, like I did tonight, I did a simple Google search, and there I found 4 or 5 places on Google advertising for gang stalking jobs, hiring gang stalkers, $17 to $45 an hour. Now, if gang stalking isn't real, why the fuck are they being advertised on Google hiring for the shit if it ain't real?
Yeah,
Right? I mean, get the fuck out of here saying the shit ain't real.
yeah, I got one of those. I'm gonna have to switch that one back to public too. They're using a lot of mostly illegal immigrants. I think they're even pulling people out of prison just to shorten their sentence. They offer you that deal. We cut your sentence off, get you a conditional discharge.
I recorded it on a simple tablet, dude. On this tablet right here. Just I'm not going to pull the tablet out. You can go back and look at some of my videos where I replay the recordings. It's staticky, but you hear the voices in it.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
On a simple RCA Endeavor 10 tablet that I paid $100 for. And I would let it run while I was asleep at night with with all the fan, whatever off, everything off, and just let it run while they're spilling their shit. And I actually recorded it right in front of your eyes live, holding it right here, recording while I didn't say anything at all, but played it back, and there's the bullshit in the background. Actually, right here before your eyes. So if you don't think V2K is real, I got proof of it. I fucking proved that shit's real. I'm not gonna entertain the bullshit that gang stalking, V2K, and remote neural monitoring isn't real, because I have recorded it right here in front of you. But anyway, go on with what you were saying. I'm sorry I go on a rant.
Well, that was my whole angle, was the real thing. The real, obviously. That's why I used my real name in the first place. It was a pun on Donald Trump too.
Well, that's another point I try to make. When you try to protect your identity by using a screen name, it doesn't matter. They already know who you are. They know your address. They know your phone number. They know your habits. They know all that shit. And that's my point with trying to use a screen name. You're not hiding from these people. You can't hide from them.
Well, that's only to deal with the mentions, videos, like on a daily basis now. I don't do it probably first thing.
But
because I blocked him and somehow got him unblocked. Blocked him and unblocked you.
you're cutting out again. You need to just, like I said, put the microphone in your mouth. 'Cause
I gotta get me one of those headsets. I gotta get me one of the what kind of headset would work with this.
yeah, with the earpiece, yeah, that'd help.
Are those Bluetooth microphones?
Oh, I don't fuck with Bluetooth because those fuckers use Bluetooth.
Yeah, they use everything though.
0.4 gigahertz. I don't feel that shit.
Yeah, you know, every time you turn Bluetooth on, right? Every time you turn Bluetooth on, it starts beaming your location to everybody in your general vicinity.
It's true.
It's like, yeah, it's like, here I am.
But you could say the same thing about a cell phone too. So
it does. Well, yeah, even when it's sitting there just like this, when your cell phone is just sitting here not doing anything, it's sitting here beaming your location right here. Here we are. You
Yep.
can turn that shit off. You can turn it off, but
they'll just turn it back on.
they just turn the shit right back on. I have disabled Bluetooth, right? I've disabled Bluetooth and Wi-Fi on my laptop here, right? I disabled it. I uninstalled fucking all the shit. And I woke up the next morning, it was all back on. They turned it all back on. So I deactivated it completely once and uninstalled all the drivers and everything.
You know, a weird thing that happened was
Ouch. Sorry.
one of the troll farm guys that was harassing me for the last couple of months, actually since last year, his wife died recently, and then he stopped. He just like stopped harassing. Like, good, fucking good. I looked into it. It appears as though somebody was about the wrong guy. Like
I'm sorry, I'll be right back. I have to go for a second.
Yeah, because I literally stole Hatman's avatar and I was using it as my profile picture. And I think that they were looking at that and they used that to do whatever it is that they did. And we got the wrong guy. We got this Hatman guy. Did this boy. I actually feel bad about it, because, oh, shit. He was so upset that he told James, I don't even care about you anymore. And just stop. Okay, well, good. But it also feels like the calm before the storm, which means that, oh, yeah, I already know. We're going to be right back at it anytime soon. So by the time I do my next live stream, I compete. I mean, they literally stole all the pictures off my Facebook, uploaded them onto their channel. Oh, hacked.
Sorry about that.
I can't get into it. They made me upload my ID to Facebook so they could verify it and compare that with all the soft accounts that and sure enough, they gave me the runaround and just ignored me. It's been like a couple days.
Well, with remote neural monitoring, they can see everything you've ever looked at. They can look at every document you've ever looked at, every book you've ever read, every street you've ever went down.
You get the street lights turning off and on, like when you're walking. It's all of a sudden turns out.
I may, but kind of just like the one headlight stuff and the helicopters and that stuff. I don't pay attention to that. Like, the red cars or the white cars. I don't pay attention to that shit.
Even when I'm driving down the street, boom, 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 the lights will just start turning on, back on.
Well, you know, that's kind of weird to me. You know, that makes me think that maybe as you're passing the street light, the microwave beam that they're broadcasting to you is disrupting the electricity. Because you know, if you, let's say you create a microwave gun, right? And you can find these videos on YouTube that I'm talking about. You can create a microwave gun out of your ordinary crap microwave, and from a few meters away, you can point it at a breaker box, and it will shut the electricity off for that few seconds.
They're seeing the ultrasound device.
It disrupts electronics. It doesn't hurt them, but it causes them to shut off.
That must have been how they made that refrigerator circuit start.
It might be. I'm not going to say for certain, but it might be.
Squealing.
Your refrigerator has a compressor, right, which oscillates, right? The oscillation of the compressor. Like I don't know if you experience V2K or not, but they use oscillating frequencies such as engine noise, dogs barking, fans running, things that make noise, things that have an oscillating frequency, like a fan or a car engine.
The horn honkers, those fuckers.
Yeah, they use those, and I know if you've had V2K, you know that they're talking shit to you through that, right? If you experience V2K, you know this. I'm not telling you something you don't know. But through research and painstaking Google searches and web browser searches, the brain computer interface is microwave based. And like I've said before, everyone has their own EMF. Every person has your own fingerprint, your EMF fingerprint. No two are the same. That's how they're able to single you out and follow you wherever you go with the broadcast via your EMF. It's like a fingerprint. No person's brain patterns are the same. Your EMFs are all different, all of us. It's like a fingerprint, and that's how they're able to.
Okay, I recognize this guy.
Yeah, I do too.
He was on Dana's channel.
Yeah.
He's from Kiwi Farms, I think.
Yeah, he's a perp. I've called him a perp already. I don't have to tell you again. He says he doesn't know what V2K is. He said it earlier. I'm like, that's when I called bullshit on that. I flat out said call bullshit on that.
Voice to skull.
But he's not afraid to talk to you though, like the other ones.
No, there's a lot of them that aren't. I've got a few of them that come in here that are not afraid to talk to you and tell you they're perps. Flat out tell you they're gang stalkers. And that's the problem. They aren't afraid to say they're gang stalkers, because you know why? You know why they're not afraid? Because there's no laws to stop them.
That's true.
That's what the problem is. There's no laws to stop them doing it.
Wild West up here.
But
you have to get proactive with them. Why it's always good to have a moderator.
Yeah.
That wrench, they need to play.
one or two of them, but you don't want to overhand that blue wrench out.
The easy way to tell is to check if they got any videos on it.
I mean, you can go back in through my channel and look at some of my videos where they've literally threatened to kill me on my chat. Literally threatened to kill me on my chat, not hiding it.
The chief handler said he was gonna shoot me with the Glock and 300 Blackout. And then he deleted it and it was gone. I still remember that bystander. That was the one that really, that irked me so bad that I went on a mission to try to find this guy. Tracked it back to something called the Unity Project. Have you heard of that?
The what?
The Unity Project.
Actually, no, I haven't, but I'll look for it. I'll look it up. What about it?
I was able to track him, bystander, all the way back to the Unity Project. This is somebody's got to get in there and sign up, because I tried to sign up for an account to see if my name's on that target list that they have.
Well, if you're on the target list, right?
Well, they have this is a different group, and they have
Yes, you are, Tanya. You're still a mod.
They got everybody's file, and they got everybody's dossier too. And it tells all their strengths and their weaknesses. You know, something like Sholdis is easily triggered, and it tells everybody, you know, all your strengths and weaknesses and why they're on the list. Like say this guy's, you know, pro First Amendment, or this guy's a patriot, or this guy is part of a fringe group, or this guy's a conspiracy theorist, and this other guy over here.
Yeah, if they think you're a dissident, that's what it is.
And anti-vaxxers get put up there all the time. Even if it's just like, well, if they said something they didn't really like that was anti-vax, yeah, they get put on there. So I've tracked bystander to this. Okay, the name that's connected to the Unity Project is a guy named Charles the Merovingian. Have you heard of that name? Charles the Merovingian.
No, I haven't.
Okay, this guy is allegedly from something called the Priory of Sion. These are
did you say Scion or Zion?
Sion. Have you read the book Holy Blood, Holy Grail? Dan Brown.
So Scion, Scion, right?
Yeah, just like like the Da Vinci Code, and
right. That's what I was getting at.
The same guy, Dan Brown. He's the guy who wrote that book, Holy Blood, Holy Grail. It's about the Holy Grail. And the story about the Merovingians and the Merovingian bloodline. And that's where we get to this Charles the Merovingian guy. He's like another one of these George Soros types. Shitload of money. He's one of the guys that's funding this. Now, I was trying to recruit somebody to act as a mole to get into this Unity project. Somebody that you know, they're not experiencing this, so they'd be least likely, because they firewalled me out. I got firewalled out. So that every time I did try to go look in there, like this
because
page,
you're a target.
Yeah, I got a 404 message.
Yeah, because you're a target. You're not going to ever, if you're a target, you're not going to be able to like go on to one of these websites that says gang stalking jobs, right? You're not going to be able to get hired.
And the same thing
because they know who you are.
And the same thing happened when I tried to get on V2. There's that Russian Facebook thing, and it got hacked right away. And then boom, that's when I got extorted for $1,400. I got catfished, and I got suckered right into it. And I still managed to record it too, the whole conversation. That was just totally fucked up.
I think I'm gonna go for another 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna end this at 2:45.
Yeah, my phone's about to die. I gotta
So any final thoughts about pathological liars?
Oh yeah, those guys. Okay, TI News is fake. I mean, just the guy who runs it. Okay, Sarah is the handler. Okay, Sarah is the handler of the show. She's the one she taught Will how to do all that stuff. She taught Will how to build that, and do all those crazy videos that he made.
Uh-huh.
All the editing skills, that was
Yeah.
all Sarah's work. All the videos that are up there about Sharon and all the people they don't like, all the Alice Dark videos, and the Alice Dark is the KKK tape handler, all videos. That was all Sarah and Will working together. Behind all that. She's a really dangerous person. She's extremely dangerous. And the group that she's with, like that JT guy, that John Tuttle,
Uh-huh.
he's very dangerous too. He drives around all over the country looking for people. I'm worried that he might try to come over here because I outed them, I exposed them, and I'm not going to stop either.
No, don't stop, because it isn't going to letting them have their anonymity to do it again. You know who they are. Say who they are and what they're doing. Fuck it.
These are the same people. These are the same people that have been gang stalking Corey Feldman because he was trying to make a documentary exposing the pedophiles in Hollywood.
Oh, they tried to kill Corey Feldman.
That's the same people. Sarah, Susie, and Will, the whole gang, the Lycan Legion, that whole group. That's how I know these people are fucking dangerous. And seriously involved in sabotage and disinformation.
Hi, Angela. How are you doing tonight? You're just catching the end. I'm going to be cutting this off in like 10 minutes. See, that's what I was talking about, dude. We need to stop pointing fingers at each other and start pointing them at the people who are responsible for this shit. That's what we have to do.
Well, yeah, I live in a really heavy Democrat area. This is pretty much a blue state. You got a leftist governor, far. She's like super far left, like LGBTQ, BLM, Antifa. These are the same people that burn down cities and whatnot. I mean, they let the mob attack the city town and knock over an obelisk.
Well,
the city's so bad, it's also a sanctuary city. That's why there's so many illegals here.
But like Deuce saying right down here, how we need to stop pointing fingers at each other. I've reported this stuff to to the ABC agencies, to the police, and get the glassy eyes and cognitive dissonance, and they know what's going on. It's not like you can look in a person's eyes and tell if they know what's going on, and they're trying to hide it through casual indifference, but they're we can't stop reporting it, and we can't stop talking about it, because that's what they want. That's what they want.
That's why I think somebody's got to come up here and start a new show, like the same talk show format, carry the same thing on. Let them heal from whatever their trauma. Maybe they might sober up and straighten out a bit.
Yeah. Well.
In the meantime, one of these guys has to leave. That's why I was trying to talk to Conspiracy Underground. Say, hey, use your platform. Put an open panel discussion up for all TIs.
Well, that's kind of why I had a topic. I mean, we know that they're pathological liars and what they do and how they do it, and you coming in here kind of reinforced that, because they were pathologically lying the fuck about you.
And they got caught.
And well,
yeah, everything they said was totally false and totally made up, and that's exactly the kind of behavior to do.
I mean, because if any of those allegations were true, like you were saying, the FBI would be knocking at your fucking door. They wouldn't be sitting on their hands. It's just a bunch of shit, and that's the problem. These people like that use their platform to spew that shit, That's why I was talking about with the drama community. They're always fucking backbiting each other and saying they have proof, but whatever.
I'm also still a patient at a federal hospital, government hospital too. I was just in there back in January. I told him I needed to talk to the colonel on duty about this situation here, and I showed him all that shit.
I mean, I don't know how good it's going to do to, tell your congressman or report to the FBI like I have, or report to the CIA like I have, or DHS and all the other fuckers. But
The least that I could do personally is I just well, I'm gonna do this no matter what. As soon as they give me my next appointment, I'm going down there reporting this to the Bureau of Indian Affairs, the BIA police or federal police agency.
right.
They deal with me. What they're doing to me is a federal hate crime against Native Americans.
Well, this is a hate crime. It's crimes against humanity. It's hate crimes.
They should know they're not supposed to do that kind of stuff.
This is all the gang stalking is a hate crime. It's a conspiracy syndicate of hate crimes against people they single out.
I'm surprised that they didn't know about all that stuff. I was expecting them to make all kinds of racist Indian jokes like what Will does on his channel. He's always referring to Chief as an Indian, but it's not that kind of chief. It's more like a police chief.
Well, I've had my gang stalkers on B2K they use the N word, saying I say the N word. I don't use that word. I don't use that word.
Will's been caught doing that multiple
times. I don't even condone racist slurs. Hell, I'm not even down with that shit.
That's why Will got his old channel deleted. He had another channel called SPI News. Have you heard of that one?
It is a conspiracy, Angela. It is a conspiracy.
But have you heard of SPI News?
No.
That was Will's other channel. That one got taken down because he was saying the N word, and the black guy, one of my black subscribers, he reported him, and he got that channel taken off. And that video is still up. I'll find you that video from the guy talking about how SPI News is racist. And that was Will Orth operating under an alias. I think that was when he was still calling himself T.I. Joe. And I'm the guy that reported him. I went around and told everybody, hey, this T.I. Joe guy is fake. That's a guy named Will Orth. He's a real gang stalker posing as a targeted individual. He fleeced everybody. That's why I was mad at him. Man. He did that. I started making these videos about a year ago. Vulnerably, I dropped comments, I give people hints. It seemed like nobody was listening. I would constantly get rebuffed, and
I get that too. It's like like no one's listening, but they are listening.
And now the shit hit the fan, and he just literally exposed himself, just by talking the way he was. It seemed like the truth serum backfired on him in a really bad way. And then I was actually watching his live stream last night until it ended, and it was really bad. It was really bad. Can't believe I had to sit there and listen to him talk like that. It's like a dirty old pervert. Like the really bad kind, the kind that touches kids and such. They just talk bad about women, always making bad, dirty jokes, talking gross. I don't like to do that. It's disrespectful to the women. Like I already know, I was raised that talk that way around women. Like that's the guy thing. Women are around. He didn't do that.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't actually go in to the show. I looked at some of the comments from the thumbnail outside of the show, and I saw what Dana was saying about Virginia, and I was like, really?
She's a witch.
And I'm like,
Dana's a witch.
From the night before, I was watching the show. I was actually in the chat. I don't really want to talk about it. It was a big bullshit, and I'm not going back there again. I'm not going to deal with Will anymore.
Yeah, they're calling Alice a witch, but it's actually Dana that's the witch.
Well, I see. I don't know if you look at any of the past programs with that had to do with Alice. I did not participate because I didn't believe in that shit. But
I was actually trying to say that wasn't.
I did do a show later that I was pissed off because she was talking shit about me, and I was like, "Fuck that! I didn't ever do jack shit to you. I never said shit about you, but now I'm gonna."
I'll look into it. I'll see if I can talk to you about that. Because this is what happened. First of all, that's not her real name. Will Orth actually went and found out what her real name was, and he posted it up on his channel. He talked to her. Alice Dark was just a screen name. She added me on Facebook, and I was stalking her on Facebook under her real name. She's the one that told me about that. She's the one that told me that he tried to hook up with her, that he wanted something more, and that's when she broke it off and broke off all contact. And he got mad and started making all those Alice Dark is the KKK chief handler videos. Like, gonna beat, go Jeep. That
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Made that. See all that MK Ultra stuff that's in there. It's just all these weird noises and clicking noises. But
Yeah.
that video. By the end of the video, your son gets brainwashed and MK Ultra. It's so bizarre. It's the sort of thing I ever saw. Actually.
Well, I have to say this. I mean, I know a lot of people don't agree with me, but this shit ain't witchcraft. This shit ain't demons.
Well, I knew that.
It is bad people using technology. They aren't fucking.
Well, the thing about the tarot cards when Dana was doing the tarot card reading,
I don't believe it. I don't believe in that shit either.
well, she was drunk. But first of all, it doesn't work when you're under the influence of alcohol. They're just reading themselves when they do that. The cards reading by themselves. The cards are just reading them. I'm protected enough that has no effect on me. Because I know what I'm doing when dealing with witches like that. They meddle with things that they don't understand. They learned all this out of a New Age book. All their stuff is just like a.
Good night, Tanya. Glad you showed up. I always love having you here. You're always nice to have around. Same with Virginia. Love having you here too. And I appreciate you two guys showing up. I know John hasn't really had a chance to talk, but I mean,
I do think you can salvage this.
But I appreciate you coming on and
or we can start a new channel too.
And talking, Donovan. I hope you get your microphone figured out better for next time. If you do show up again.
You got one guy that doesn't want to talk, and another one that fucking wants to talk, but you can't hear.
Oh, you want to talk, John? I know you do. You just
I like to
listening.
listen. Yeah.
We'll go over this again. You know, that's why my channel is called Real Donovan. Talk about real stuff.
Well, just from talking to you, Donovan, I know what they're saying is bullshit because I can hear it in your voice and
they got
your demeanor about that shit.
Yeah, I wasn't mad about it, but I was gonna wait for them. Just radio silence, and they'll expose themselves. They did.
Well,
now I got evidence.
Yeah, that's it. So Virginia posted Donovan's channel in the chat earlier. Do you want to do that again, Tanya? Or I mean, Virginia, you can. So anybody else watching can sub to Donovan and take a look at what he's got going. I'm gonna actually do that myself here over the next day or so and check out your videos, and because I've heard your name before, but I'd never, I'd never seen your channel or any of your videos, and
TI News.
I'm interested to see what you got going on.
I was never able to appear on the show because I was blocked the whole time. Not a nice thing to do, so I can't defend myself.
There's his channel. Go sub to Donovan and see what he's got to say. And
But
I'm
I did
gonna do that. Maybe you should too. But
I actually
that
don't
being,
think Dana is that.
go ahead.
I
I'm gonna
think
wrap this up. What do you got there?
Dana would just sober up.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't care if people drink. I got a problem with that. I don't care if people smoke pot. I don't give a shit what you do in the privacy of your own home. But
I was a drunk myself, and I did sober for 13 years.
hey, I'm not kidding. I used to drink. I used to smoke weed so much that there wasn't nothing else in my life really, and I don't do shit anymore hardly. But I don't bash people for doing it. I don't care if they do it, but sometimes you need to check yourself. You know what I mean? Because yeah. But thanks Donovan for coming on. You're welcome to come on and chat anytime you want. I enjoy talking to you, and
We'll discuss.
you're always welcome too, John. Anytime you want. I I don't know when the next live I'm gonna have is gonna be, but if you wanna figure out your microphone situation better and come back on and really talk, we can talk some more, Donovan. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll do that again.
And maybe if John comes on, we'll let him talk some too.
Sounds like a plan.
So appreciate everybody coming out, and have a good night and a pleasant tomorrow. So we're gonna wrap this up. Good night, everybody. Good morning or whatever, wherever you're at.